What's going on, world? It's your boy Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World, the NRW. And as you see on the screen and behind me, she's lounging right now, but she's chilling over there, right there on the screen. Thomasina in the house from Boston. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm excited. I'm diving back into talking with musicians. It's been a minute. I want to show love because, music is what makes the world go round, makes us feel. I'm an empath. I think I got the vibe earlier when we were talking, like, we get really emo with like our emotions and we put it onto the pad or the keyboard, if you will. Now I'm an old head, so I still write things. I still use a pencil, a number 2, and I go to town. But some people, type now. I don't know everybody's vibe. So thank you for your time. Let's talk this new single, 2023. We're coming with Baby Come Back. It's a banger. Yeah. I felt it. I was vibing with it earlier. It's an energy that I know. And I saw that like you wrote it in the middle of the night. Let's get into that. Tell me about, we're in 2023 now, what Thomasina is going to get down with and coming out with Baby Come Back.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this song. It's very different than any songs that I've done or even written before. Like you said, I wrote the song in the middle of the night. I was living in New York City. The song was written like 2 years ago. It's been a minute since I wrote this song. Yeah. But I wrote it in the middle of the night. I couldn't sleep because most artists can't. They're just like always awake, always thinking of the next thing, right? So I couldn't sleep and I woke up and I found this guitar loop that I really, really liked. And I was like, I'm just gonna write like the most random story. And it just like word vomit just came out, which is usually kind of how I write my songs. Like they all come out at once or I don't finish them. It's like, guess it wasn't a great idea. I'm not gonna finish it. I leave it there, which I heard is not great. But this just like word vomited out of me. And I was like, who is this? Who is this character? Because I didn't know who she was. She wasn't me. And I was like, this is a really cool story. And I recorded these harmonies. The original harmonies I recorded, if I found them somewhere, they'd be like, it was the middle of the night. I was so tired. And like when I woke up, I was like, I gotta fix these. I gotta fix them. And then I sent them to my producer, and that was that.
And then you fix it up, put it on wax. We got a record. We got a
record.
Single.
Yeah. Yes.
Awesome. So that all kind of came together in 2022 after you wrote it like 2 years ago.
2 years ago. So it was like 3 at this point because it's 2023. Jeez, the years went by. Close to the end of 2020. End of 2020, 2021. Yeah, 2021, it was kind of like finishing out. And I've just been sitting on it for a little bit. But yeah.
And now we drop it in 2023 to let people know that, it's Baby Come Back, but Thomasina is back.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Hey, let's go. So how's the vibe been? What has it been, the feeling from your camp, those around you? Obviously, we're kicking off the new year. We got to let people know you're back. It's a vibe. It's a great track that I think anybody can relate to. So what has that input been with it so far?
It's been really good. I am hearing, it's funny because for me, I did write this story. It wasn't like a personal story for me. It wasn't something I was feeling, but I know it's, super relatable to like be up all night, can't sleep thinking about this person that you've lost, in this relationship. So I think it is really relatable. But I've been really excited about the music video that came out with it. That's the thing that I was waiting for everyone's reaction on. And that's been really good. That's been really exciting. That's something new that I was kind of like scared about, but it's exactly how I wanted it to be. So that's been a really fun reaction to see. And I wanted the story and the music video to kind of like make people think. That's the angle I was going for. I was like, you can think about the song, but I really want to hear what you think about the music video in that sense. So yeah, that was really fun.
Now I got to watch the video. I'm like, what? The whole time you're talking like, what? I peeped it on SoundCloud, but I didn't see the video. So now I got something to do when we wrap up. Maybe I'll put a little bit at the end here.
Yeah.
Dope. So I guess you have the video now that I didn't know.
Yes.
Did you put together the treatment for that? Because like you said earlier, you wrote this in the middle of the night. This really wasn't you as a person. So now that you created the video for it, when you had to go into pre-pro for that, where did you mine from? Like tell me about that a little bit if you can.
So and this is, I think it's easier with projects when they're not as personal, because this whole time I'm like really objective about it, you know? And it's nice too, because when you have a story that's like, you know, yours, you really want to stay true to that story. And you're like, oh no, I don't want you to change this. I don't want you to change that. But when it's something else, you're like, give me everyone's ideas. Everyone like come up with ideas. Like, you can't offend me and change the story. Like, there is no story. It's up in the air. It's whatever we want to do, right? But the only thing I really wanted from this video was to have choreography. So I met some really cool choreographers out here when I moved to LA, named Kirsten and Cam. And we clicked right away because they're East Coasters too. So we got along really, really well, you know, just being Bostonians and all that. And I was like, this is perfect. I really wanted to do kind of like, when I pictured it in my head, it was like me, but someone else was being the me and they were dancing. I can dance, but I can't dance that well, right? So I was like, someone else has to do this. And what it turned out to be in the end was kind of, are they me or are they this other person that I'm talking about? And I wanted the audience to be able to decide what they think, right? Because everyone's got the same heartbreak, but different perspectives on it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's really fun.
So did this change you as an artist a little bit? Because like, you know, I don't know, like we write from what we know, as I'm a writer as well, you know, and with this, you discovered something that wasn't you. And then as you were just saying, like now coming up with the concept of the video and you're able to get other input, which was that a little bit freeing? Well, I think you just said it was a little bit freeing because you could really experiment. So with that being said, did that change your way of thinking going forward in learning experience and creative experience?
For sure. It definitely did. And having this song, like you just said, that's not like, you know, not my usual vibe. It made me grow a lot, especially during the music video process, because I'm a little bit of a control freak when it comes to big projects that I really care about. So that's why I majored in audio production, so that I'm a songwriter, I'm a musician first, you know. I'm not like, you know, going to be running a whole session per se, but I'm going to know everything that's going on all the time, right? But then we got to the music video filming, and I had the videographer, his name is Reggie, he's insanely talented, and he's like, oh, I'm going to do it this way. I'm like, I don't see how we're going to go from point A to point B because I'm not a film person, but he was like, trust me. And I was like, I'm going to trust you. I'm going to do it. And I'm so glad I did, right? Because he knew what he was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. So it was very eye-opening, and it made me grow a lot as an artist who works with other artists, to just be like, we're going to collaborate, and I have some super insanely talented people on this project. I need to trust that like everyone's going to bring their all and bring it here. And it was good. It was perfect.
I feel that. I love that. I'm a control freak like you. Yeah, in my many years in this business, you know, being an actor, filmmaker, now being behind hosting to give light and a platform to other performers, you know, you learn a lot. And like, again, I think I told you earlier, I haven't interviewed musicians in a while, but there's a commonality that we all share and that we can all build from, and where we can feed it into what we're doing. So thank you for what you're doing for me right now with this conversation. And I hope I'm doing the same for you.
Yes, 100%.
So it's 2023. This is your first single entering into this new year with Baby Come Back. Let's talk about 2023 plans if we can. I know you probably have some on the back burner. You don't want to spoil things, but can we show some light on what you got going on?
Yeah, I have a lot of songs on deck. It has been a minute since I put out new music. And I feel like part of that was just like, I let it go and I let it go. And then you're like, oh my God, can I ever do it again? You know what I'm saying? You're like, now you've built up all this stress and this pressure on yourself to be like, it's been so long. Maybe no one wants to hear it anymore. So like putting this out, now I'm like, oh wait, I have so much that I want to put out and I'm ready to do it. So yeah, I have a few songs on deck. There's a few teasers on my TikTok for a couple of the other ones. But I'm hoping next month is going to be the next single. Okay.
So, let's go. Any themes there that maybe we can talk on without giving anything away?
Yeah, we can do that. It's very different than Baby Come Back. It's like polar opposite, right? Like Baby Come Back was very dark and moody. And this other one is much more upbeat. I won't give away too much, but I'm excited about this next song. I've been trying to write this next song for a while. As someone who's dealt with anxiety, depression, and stuff, my thing is never like, I don't want to drag everyone down with it. So my vibe is like, we're gonna sing about it as if we're happy, and we're going to relate, right? I want to bring more people into the conversation and make it fun and acknowledge our feelings at the same time. So that's what I'm finally able to do. And I'm really excited about it.
I love that. I feel that. Yeah, we can be in our way in whatever way that may be, but yet we can still come together and just, we're living. So some singles coming up soon. Like you said, a single next month. Any tours? I'm in the DC area. I know you said you was East Coast, but now you're in LA. Like,
yes.
We I'm always perform East Coast, live music.
Don't get confused. I'm always going to be East Coast.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I am out here. I am hoping to book some live shows soon. I'm very excited about that. It's a very different world over here for the live music scene. I feel like I've still been trying to get used to that. But I'm very excited about it. Okay.
And then getting into the lab a little bit more, writing. Is this this single and then the next single coming up next month, is this leading to a new album, EP as well?
Hopefully. I had my debut EP came out in October of 2021 called I Wrote It All Down. And that was really fun for me. I think we're very much in like the singles mindset, just because our attention spans have gotten so short as consumers now. It's like, another single. I can't handle a whole album. I need a single. You know what I'm saying? So it was fun though, as an artist, because a song can tell a story, but it can only tell so much of a story. Yeah. So my debut EP was really nice because I got to tell a little bit of a longer story over 6 songs. It goes from the kind of like, I want to say like immature, fun vibe called Where Did the Good Boys Go, which is like love sucks, boys suck, and then kind of falling in love. And then the end song was really personal and introspective for me. So I got to tell that over 6 songs, which you can't really do in one song unless it's like 20 minutes. So I am excited to eventually put out another EP. But right now I want to get out some cool projects and just explore art.
I love that. Can we talk on any exploration real quick? I'm so curious. And you're now out in LA. Like, what brought you out to LA? Obviously, the industry, I'm sure a lot bigger than in Boston or, but you also were in New York. But how has that trip been? Any collaborations at all? Although, let me just say, I love pure artists like you. I've been peeping the work, singer-songwriter. You want to show yourself, and that always doesn't show when you have somebody else that may take away some of that shine. Let's be real. Let's be honest. We need to shine as the artist.
Sometimes it's my story. Yeah. No.
So I'm just curious about that.
I mean, I lived in New York City for a year. I lived in Boston for a year, and now I'm in California. I haven't stayed in one place in years. It's kind of getting ridiculous, but I love it. I love doing that because you learn so much each time about different places and about yourself. Like there's New York City Thomasina, there was Boston Thomasina, there's LA Thomasina. I'm so excited to see what LA Thomasina does. So far she's fun. So far she's cool. But yeah, I love collaborating with people in every different place. And I think maybe I've noticed how different people are in each place because it's been so short that I live in one and then the other. Yeah. But it was really fun. I collaborated with some producers in New York. The Baby Come Back, I collaborated with 2 producers from New York. And I have collaborated with some producers over here on the West Coast that I'm very excited about. But their sounds are so they're slightly different, and you notice it when you get here, oh, this is definitely an LA sound. I don't know, I can't put my finger quite on it, but this is something that I never could have made back on the East Coast for whatever reason it is, but I'm excited about where it's going to go.
I love that. It's all about the journey and that experimentation, because we think we're at one level at this stage, but then when you go and you pull yourself from Boston to New York or whatever, like we're saying, man, it just makes so much the difference, and you become a better artist. So I love to see that from an older head like myself to a younger artist like yourself, just how that grows. And so, man, congratulations. Let me just say that. And I would love to have you back again as you continue this journey and grow. Shout out to you. Thank you for Baby Come Back, because you back, Thomasina. 2023, we're gonna continue to take over as his other singles drop and as you continue to evolve. Please come back and chat with me. Let's see how this grows, and so I can give you your flowers. But this was a lot of fun conversation. Props on the single, and just I love to see the growth. It's amazing.
Thank you, P.
No worries. Everybody check out Thomasina's Baby Come Back. I'm gonna have all of her links in the description below. But before I sign off out of here, for those that might be listening and driving at the same time, Thomasina, if you can tell people how they can check you out as well, and any other plugs.
Yes, yeah. You can check me out on Instagram at Thomasina Music, THOMASINA. It's like Thomas and then INA. Facebook, the same thing. TikTok is the Thomasina Music. That's where those teasers are for the new songs coming up. And then Spotify is just my name, Thomasina, Apple, all that jazz.
There you go. And one last question, because this is Nerds Rule the World. We're a bunch of nerds over here. What does Thomasina get nerdy about?
Oh, so much. So much. Like,
and it doesn't have to be the quote unquote traditional.
So much. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Well, I already said I'm an audio production major, so I'm a nerd in that way. But like, I feel like I really nerd out on theater. I'm a theater nerd. I was gonna say I was in high school, but I am still a theater nerd. So all musicals I could break out into at any second, and drive everyone crazy except for myself. So I love doing that. That's what I'm a nerd about.
I love it. Do you like Hamilton?
Oh yeah. Just rewatched it the other night just for fun.
I'm getting ready to. I just booked Philippa Sue, Eliza Hamilton, like in a week or two. So I'm like so ready, and my family's like straight up Hamilton snobs. So I'm talking to Philippa Sue, y'all.
But you want to link me in on that? Can I just jump on that?
I'll see what I can do.
Oh my gosh, she's insanely talented. Insane.
Yes. Well, Thomasina, again, I love to see it. I love seeing young cats like yourself come up, doing their thing. 2023, make it yours. Baby, come back. It's Thomasina's back, y'all. Would love to have you back as you continue to grow and build. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Thomasina, your boy Kuya P. Nerds rule the world.
Dreams of you are the reason I wake up. I try to fall back to sleep, but I'm stuck. I paint thoughts of you, that's all I do. I crash and fall for one breakthrough. I'm at the breaking point, I swear. I've changed my style and I cut my hair. So baby, come back. Baby, come back. Baby, come back. Baby, come back to me. I still feel your shadow in my room. My nadir was the drinks that came after 2. I cut the lights and there you were. Took the photos out of the drawer. Your silence smile in the candlelight. Knew you burned me down one night. So baby, come back. Baby, come back. Baby, come back. Baby, come back to me. Your smile is perfect as a quiet morning. When you pull open the curtain and my skin will be burning. Your mind is wondrous as a book on the shelf. Now I'm so sick of being alone by myself. It's as redundant as it is sad that I want you still just as bad. Say baby, come back, come back. Baby, come back, baby, come back. Baby, come back to me. Dreams of you are the reason I wake up. I try to fall back to sleep, but I'm stuck. I paint thoughts of you, that's all I do. I crash and fall for one breakthrough. I'm at the breaking point, I swear. I've changed my style and I cut my hair. So baby, come back. Baby,